interested to see Zach Clark go down to the goal square and play full forward. A couple of weeks ago, the Sydney Swans really rolled their ruckman through Fletcher, almost as though he has to pay more respect to a big, tall marking option. I think it's a bit of a formula they're trying to work through for Fletcher at the moment.
Umpire to get it underway. Simon Meredith puts it on the turf. Griffin and Hill clash in the middle. Crowley got the clearance. Banged it on the boots to half-forward. Pavlich. Good mark within his range.
What a great start. We just mentioned those contested marks last week or 2 weeks ago against the Tigers. 3 of them, 6 goals, 9 in his last 2. This will be a dream start. Crowley started on Watson in the middle. Stanton was forward. Mazungu was going to him.
Pavlich just removing the shorts. So got caught up there, and here he is directly in front. We'll have to kick at 55. We're right behind him, riding this one home. Looks damn good. It is Pavlich and Fremantle. Great start. Crowd of purple, just get going, Darcy.
What a great
A magnificent player. Back in the middle. Hill back in the side for the Bombers. Bell-Chambers strangely left out of this side. Talk about that a little later on. Jeddah, handball over the top. Got it out Hocking. Dempsey was just trying to spend it before he'd actually won it. McPhee worries him out of it. In there is Main. Watson. Nice handball, finding some space. Good opportunity here. Hibberd inside, mark taken by Hurley on the lead.
And he needs a goal too for his confidence as well.
It was great that he kept his eyes down. He lowered his eyes, he didn't blaze away, and he saw Hurley leading straight up the middle.
1 goal 5 since returning in round 8, Michael Hurley, but this one adds to the goal tally. Crannery, strong hands in front of Johnson. A little bit too far out for him, though, I reckon.
Hasn't kicked a goal in his last 2 outings. Stewie Cranmery, we know how well he started the year.
He was very good prior to that, wasn't he? Sends this one high to the square. They set themselves for the mark, but they fly. Ryder almost had it. Hill's got it. Look at the 5 Fremantle players attacked him all at once. It was good stuff, but Monfries ends up with it. Now he's 45 metres out. Kick on the way, little left, got it. A goal up the Bombers.
It was impossible to kick the footy. He's just come back into the side. You've got to get your running patterns back. He needed to double back and get into the dangerous spot, and Hurley could have put it in the right area for him.
Ryder trying to reach over the back. Watson got a piece of danger here for the Dockers. Clever knock on by Jeddah. Around the corner, Monfries likes these. Needs to bend it, and he's got it. 3 in a row for the Bombers. Lined up a bit. There's Hill. Crichton in there, tagged off the ball. Clark got it forward. Down low is Broughton, went hard, got it, superb play. Out of the loop, Fremantle, bang open forward line. Pavlich the race back with Hooker. Pavlich and Hooker going at it. Can he turn him around again? Pavlich, Hooker, Hooker, Pavlich. The troops arrive. Pav did well, got it to Main. And now Fletcher's got to deal with him as well. Good play in the end. The pressure. Barlow could have gone to the left. And Main will run to the open goal. Well done, Matthew Pavlich. There's Silvani back in the side, just his 2nd game, I think, this year, Silvani.
Yeah, Freo, this is just get a little bit of structure about them at the moment. They haven't been able to get it on their terms at all.
Played round 9, Silvani. Emergency 5 times. Mazungu, Richo, here he is. Look at that for a great little grab.
That is
sensational stuff by my man, Crozier, from 55 metres out. Kicks long, Clark takes the mark. And we'll line up for goal. Crozier so hard. They're like metal. Zach Clark comes in, kick on the way. Has got it. Fremantle look damn good here. Dead on rip to win the ball. Not sure what that free was paid for by umpire Jordan Bannister. As Mundy goes in there looking for Clark. Ball knocked away at the back. Main gets a good look. Bent it a little too much. Almost a mark in the square there. In the end, tidying it up is Hibberd. And that one's out of bounds on the full, so the pressure will stay against the Bombers. Short ball and Barlow.
Oh, this is taken 1 step off the line, but
reckon he was a bit disoriented then.
It's a bit like last night with Adam Goods.
Tough kick for Barlow. As Barlow comes in, that's damn well done. A little bit of left to right about it. 3 in a row for Freo. Kick inside, cut off. Fletcher.
Well, Freo just been a little bit harder in the last 5 minutes. They're winning the contested possessions, and it's just because they've got midfielders like Barlow, Mzungu, De Boer. They're all pretty honest players. You know what you're going to get from them. Crowley as well.
Myers through the middle of the ground, long ball, 2-on-1. Silvani getting back to help against Cranberry for McFarlane. It was really well done by Silvani. He'll be fighting for survival in this team. Hurley pursued by Johnson. Crunching tackle by Ibbotson, too high, I think. Might have got him over the shoulder, and he has.
Yeah, you can just see last effort there from Ibbotson.
And the Bombers fourth. To tie it up. Cracking first quarter here at Patterson's. 20 metres out. The ball drop just needs to be good. It is very good. And the Bombers draw level. Tonight in front of goal, so goal kicking from a set shot position has been perfection. Umpire Smith putting it on the turf in the middle. Clark hit it on the way down. Another clearance here going towards Pavlich. Pavlich gave it off. Here he is, my boy Crozier. Hayden, the cheese grater. Crozier kicks a long ball off the back. Main's going to run into an open goal. He's got it. Purple Haze are up and about. Main with his second goal of the first quarter.
I like Crozier, BT. You've called him early.
The cheese grater.
As your man in only game number 3. He's got something about him that just makes you excited. Here he is. Up and under kick, but he's athletic. Look at the way he got straight back up, and Mundy played it really well. Would have been easy to fall over under the pressure from Hardingham. And this is a brilliant game. It's goal for goal. As we've pointed out, the intensity of it, great contest, and then brilliant individual efforts to go with it.
Just remind people, if you're wondering why we call him the cheese grater, reckons he's got the sharpest abs in the business, and they can peel Palmerston.
He's just had the 4 disposals. Can he get through the really hard tack tonight? It's going to be interesting.
Here is the ball magnet himself. Barlow just keeps getting it. Gave it to Pavlich. Look at the run outside. McPhee back inside to the big man. Little ball to Barlow is great play. They've got to hand it to this guy. He just keeps on getting it.
Oh, he's a ripper. He's a hard worker. He's
good pass. Mark taken by Griffin.
It's just been switched to him. Hooker did start on him.
Just his 5th game this year. Pavlich going back on the line because he reckons this is going to be line ball. But Jonathan Griffin said, Pav, what are you doing, mate? I've got it covered easily.
But Stanton's only had the 1 kick so far, and this is a man who's leading the AFL for kicks. So Ross Lyon has set 2 hard tags in the midfield, and so far they're winning those battles.
Stanton. Watson outside. Melksham demanded the ball. Now what can he do with it? He goes long, looking for Hurley and Silvani. He just looks a bit strong down there.
For the mark. Take 1 step and left foot snap. He's going to go the drop punt.
For his 3rd goal of the quarter, there's a great look at it. Just had to guide it down perfect. He's done it. Hurley's got 3 first quarter goals.
Well, that's a good option too. If you're going to
Hibbard this week. Great to see him back. Cranmery, Heppel, Mzungu, good tackle. Couldn't pin the arms though. Cranmery able to run and hoist the ball long and deep. Reamers at the back, tries to nudge Johnson under the ball. D'Olio's got it. Can he control it? Yes, he can. Bombers in front.
That is a special hairdo. There's a few of those down in Tassie still.
Clancy, Pearce, Howlett. Melksham to recover this before the boundary. He does. Johnson corralling. Handball longish to Hooker. Jetta's got some wheels. Gathers it on the logo. Here he goes. Couple of bounces. Anyone going to try and get him? Bangs it long. Good ball. Cranmery was being held. Was he interfered with by McVee? Said the umpire.
Very smart there by Stuart Cranmery with the ball coming back over his shoulder like that. All you have to do is draw the contact from McVee. Almost guaranteed to get a free kick every time.
Yeah, well said, Liam. Richard and I jumping out of our chair exactly as Simon Meredith explaining the free kick. He did well, didn't Richard? Just took the space, as Lingy said, and was able to draw a free kick.
That's why he's such a natural forward, this guy. That was just great forward play. He knew that If he stepped forward into McPhee and drew the contact, the umpire would probably play the free. Just smart forward line tactic.
Crameri will kick a certain goal. He does. The Bombers buy a goal.
Fist the ball when others aren't able to. Long arms.
Extend
Oh,
the
you're
arms,
right.
Darce.
Yep.
Gee, here's Clancy anyway. Opportunity. Hibberd just on the edge of the centre square. Good kick. Gives a great opportunity for Crameri. Plenty of space. No one forward of the ball. In comes Heppel. Open goal square. Needs it to roll on. Doesn't want the backspin. Got it. Unbelievably measured kick.
Let's have another look at this goal from behind the goals, and he summed it up well. He's a smart player. Just drew it back beautifully, bounced it into the square.
Good chipper to Ryder, who's been quite-ish in this game, hasn't he? There he is again, Barlow. I'm telling you, he is the closest thing I've seen to a football ball magnet, Darce. Johnson.
Unbelievable player.
Yep. Main. He wants Broughton to come at him. He doesn't, so he sees Clark. Clark gathers, goes long, and that's a booming kick to get Fremantle back in the hunt here, down by just a goal.
He's a super athlete, this man, Zach Clark. And that's something you don't see too often from a big 6'7" ruckman kicking long running goals from outside 50.
Hocking, quick hands, Mzungu. Panicked a little. Watson didn't when under pressure to Monfries. Crameri trying to protect the drop zone of the ball. Reema's doing really well against Broughton. On the right boot, Reema's back inside. Did McPhee infringe? It doesn't matter. Jeddah over the top. The advantage is paid. It'll be a certain Essendon goal. D'Olio will kick his second goal of the quarter. Crowd not happy, some of them, but that crowd there are. Thought a free should have been paid.
Yeah, McPhee gave away the free kick, and they're getting in his face a little bit. Hurley's going across Jeddah. And the umpire,
nothing high, boys.
you can hear mic'd up saying, I'll pay a free kick.
Michael, nothing high, mate.
Well, it's those little guys.
No,
It's Jordan Bannister there. He didn't see it.
Mate, I didn't see it. I got to see it. Mate, I got to see it. I didn't see it. Okay. I'm telling you, I didn't see it.
So Jeddah questioning umpire Jordan Bannister there. Now, we'll have a look at the replay of that right now. And that is, I agree with Jeddah there. That is one that should have gone his way. In case you didn't know, here in Western Australia.
Is there any connection with you there, BT, at all?
Not really, just
taking an interest in him?
No, my town's coaching up. I think he's originally from. Here is Crichton with that mullet. Forward over the back, Broughton. Got clobbered, was it a little high? There's my man, Crozier. Kick out of there, and I think it's good for Maine.
Don't underestimate the high degree of difficulty. There's Crozier to actually fend off and be falling
quarter as against the 11 in the first quarter collectively. Howlett out of the stoppage. Subban dropped the mark he really should have taken. Myers has had 11 touches in this quarter. Here's Crameri through the middle. No one between he and the goal. He can go all the way. He's taken McFarlane on. Look at that. Amazing stuff. He said, I'm faster and more athletic than you'll ever be. And he took him on. Talk about cheeky.
What an unbelievable effort that was, BT. Luke McFarlane, who's one of the better athletes playing the game. He was a junior 400-metre champion. And Stewie Crameri has taken a look over the shoulder, taken 3 bounces and run away from. That's one of the better athletic feats we've seen this year. And Luke McFarlane can't believe it.
Yeah, he is really quick, Luke McFarlane. Played on him a little bit, and he was very hard to get away from on the lead. But Crameri, and to run and be able to bounce the ball like that, and still sort of not...
He just knew that the bounce had to be right.
Yeah.
If the bounce slowed him up 1/2 a step, he was gone, wasn't he? So the bounce had to be perfect and not slow him at all.
And how's that? He's gone the right-hand bounce to the left-hand
some
bounce.
strength.
His guns are about the size of Beaver's.
Oh, now, come on. There he is, Beaver boy.
It's all about timing, though, the boundary throwing.
There's Bannister boy. Mzungu through traffic to Pav. Here's Clancy. Pearce leaves it for the skipper. Pavlich trying to thread the needle. Magnificent ball by the big man Pavlich. 10 career goals, Greg Broughton, from his 65 games. Played all of the night up at this end of the ground, and here he is with a 45-degree angle shot. There it is. Good-looking kick. Needs to hold its line, and it has. Fremantle with a good second-half start.
That play from Subban was fantastic down back to have the poise then to kick it outside his own defensive 50 and hit a target, set up that scoring attack.
The contest here. Ibbotson able to bowl his man over lower, got it off to De Boer. De Boer set sail for home, gets a really good look. Fremantle back within 2 points.
We'll have another look at the goal here, and it was a great finish, but that's the 7 inside 50s to 1 this quarter. They've come out full of winning. The Fremantle Dockers scores nearly back level now.
It's the weapon. The weapon.
Eyes up, arms clear!
Responsible for strength and conditioning. Here's Monfries. Looking for Heppel, De Boer. Sneaky little one from Neil to lower. Now Main. Didn't panic. Lower's got a lot of traffic to deal with here. Did it well and had great eyes into the middle. De Boer didn't get the body contact that he'd hoped then. Now on to Pavlich. Pavlich can go further afield here. Magnificent kick. Broughton marks.
Well, that was good.
But now Broughton from almost directly in front. Good grip on the ball. This to put Fremantle in front. Have a look at the purple haze. They're up and about.
Brilliant response here from the Dockers. First
three goals in this quarter. Lead it by 4. McPhee. On his non-preferred side, De Boer. Crowley off hands magnificently. Bang, it's already up the forward end. Hands in the back of Main. I saw that against Kyle Hardingham. Main wants it.
Well, he's got Pav down there, who looks really dangerous.
And he's got to run and jump with it. Here comes Pav over the back. He's got it.
He was just in a great spot, BT. And you could see Carl Hooker shaking his head, but he didn't have body contact. And you looked up and you went, you give Pav 5 metres of space, Richo. That is just so dangerous. And he delivered.
I reckon a gun forward like Matty Pavlich, he would have been happy when Hooker's in front of him like that. You love it as a forward when the defenders get in front of you, and you shouldn't give him that sort of space.
8 marks for the skipper. Pavlich comes in to convert here, kick the first goal of the game for a 10-point Fremantle lead. Descenders play psycho. He's done well with guiding it down tonight in a straight direction, hasn't he, from tougher positions?
It wasn't a tough angle on his left leg.
Johnson, I'm not sure that will even be called a set shot because he did play on. So may well be a kick in motion. Fletcher's got a difficult one. Did he go at it or did he stay back? He had to go. This allows Broughton a bounce inside 50. Good ball, Main.
That was a terrific bit of play.
Chris Main has a girlfriend called Kitty Cat, we believe. Unusual, I know. Hard to believe, I know. It's true. Here is Main, 35 metres out, directly in front. And he's got it. Fremantle have kicked 5 in a row in the third. Monfries sits with the vest.
Well, they've smashed them in the contested possession, plus 10 this quarter. They've just been harder at it than the Bombers in this vital third quarter.
5 Fremantle goals in a row as Jeddah around the corner. Was Hurley initiating the contact? Was he held by Silvani? The umpire said yes.
Yeah, well played.
Both arms are wrapped
from
around
Hurley.
him, and he can't hold him like that.
There's Jordan Bannister. You heard that. He was saying both arms around, telling Silvani you can't hold him like that. He's been fantastic. Jordan Bannister, ex-Carlton player, kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. Here it is. Held his body position well, wrapped him around the neck. Correct decision.
Yeah, fair call, Richo, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. There's just no need to wrap your arms around. He had him. He wasn't on the lead.
3 first quarter goals. This is a huge kick for Hurley. Almost point-blank range. 20 out. Drills the goal. Back within 11 points, the Bombers. Touch. This is his best effort for the year. 4 goals here. Great shot of Patterson Stadium. Zach Clark out of the middle to Pavlich.
It's a mark. Nah, he marked it, mate.
So the clearance from Zach Clark. I spoke to Aaron Sandilands at half-time. Really exciting when he gets his athleticism going. And there's the big star, body in front of hooker. He's looked dangerous all night tonight, Pav.
Overtakes Doug Wade's games on 268 tonight, does the big fella Pav.
He's just positioned himself perfectly at those centre bounces so that he's the man for a rush kick, and that's why he can take contested marks.
For his 3rd goal, bending left, and now a little bit right. Fremantle get another. McPhee to Pavlich. Just feels like he can beat anyone at the moment, Pav, and there's Howlett.
They're just getting more numbers to the football, Freo.
Ball into Ryder, got a back into Mundy, did well to mark. Jetta wanted it again, and I don't blame Paddy for not giving it this time.
I reckon Paddy has a chance from here, and I think he likes his options as well. He's taking his time. Go back. Been very quiet tonight. Been a disappointing night so far. An opportunity to kick a big goal.
I reckon he can go the journey here, and inside the last minute of the 3rd, it's a must. Paddy Ryder must hoist the ball 55 metres. Kick on the way is an absolute ripper. A big banger. Paddy Ryder, in the last 30 seconds of the 3rd, has got it back to 11.
Going into the break at 3/4 time.
Just when we thought it was going to be a low-scoring affair, 11 goals collectively kicked in the first, 7 in the second, and already 8 in the 3rd. And the Bombers a chance to score again in the last 20 seconds of this 3rd quarter. They're down by 11. Lovett Murray, the sub, gave it into Hocking, off to Hurley. 15 seconds. Hurley goals. Unbelievable things happening here at the moment. 5-point lead. Bombers braining them in the last minute.
Great hands from Hocking there, sorry. In close, the modern footballers, the ability to find teammates in tight situations, and that was fantastic.
Michael Hurley's got 5 goals all of a sudden, Richo. 3 in the first quarter, now he's kicked 2 in the 3rd. And Lovett Murray's had an impact. The sub with Monfrey's going off. We raised our eyebrows a little bit. And amazingly, 6 goals, 2 Fremantle have kicked this quarter. Is their best quarter for the year. Brilliant game. James Hird, he doesn't show much emotion.
Isn't it an emotional game when you see the supporters?
Look at this time in forward half. 100% so far to start the final quarter here for the Bombers.
And we've played 4 minutes, so it's a fair specimen. Here's Watson. Put it out in front, gave Hill a chance. Sticks the Dukes out in front and took the mark.
Perfect spot to put the ball.
Hill, can you believe it, to give the Bombers the lead again. Directly in front, hammers it, Essendon lead.
Essendon aren't capitalising on all the play. They've got this quarter 79% of the game of this quarter in their forward half of the ground, but not finishing off with goals. Very dangerous if Freo are able to go coast to coast and kick one on them.
Yeah, the result is just 1 goal from that at the moment. Is it 1 goal 5 or
1 goal 6?
1 goal 6 it is. They've scored, and now Reamers. Little centering ball to Melksham. Words of advice.
Essendon kicked that goal early and got in front, and then Freo put a number behind the ball, and it's been in Essendon's forward half ever since.
Melksham close to the man on the mark. Goal umpire did not even move. So that answers the question for Maine. Ankle.
Yeah, interesting to see them strapping it over the sock. They haven't got time to cut the other strapping off, so they've just said, let's wrap it up as tight as we can. That's a good result if it's just a little sprained ankle.
Stanton around the corner. Cramery gathers possession. Ibbotson got it all to do. Kept control of the ball while it's under enormous pressure. Mundy went to ground, just got rid of it in the nick of time, and Barlow really should have taken it over the boundary line there. Comes back inside, and Hurley marks an error by the Dockers there. Hurley, big run up. Man on the marks at about 45. Big kick to put them 19 points up. That looks damn good. The Bombers by 19 points. I'm just asking you, you're the expert.
Yeah, I think it is.
All
but
right.
you can score quickly, but when you haven't scored for the quarter.
All right, then, here we go with the Bombers. Under 2 minutes remaining. You're probably right, Richo. They have been terrific here in this last quarter, kicking all of the goals. 3 of them, Hurley with his 6th. Reamers cut off from Ryder. Pearce. And I think that'll be an Essendon free there.
They've caught a little throw.
And it might be a Reamers. There's the free kick. A little handoff throw to De Boer, and that's why Jobe Watson was then.
Had an unbelievable year, this man.
Jobe Watson, stuttery run up. Doesn't affect the result. Bombers extend it to 25.
The 2 last goals, knowing they can finish games full of running, you sense that as a team when you know you've got a bit of history of doing it.
Hill in front, and he'll be better for the trot as well. David Hill, so you just wonder what they do now with Bell Chambers and Ryder and Hill as a package of 3. But don't worry about that now, because the Bombers have won here at Patterson Stadium, and they've won by 24 points. It's a great win for the Bombers, Mike.